Alright, let's talk proxies. How's it going, everyone? I'm Aaron Datu, and welcome to another episode of Wedding Walkthrough Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about proxy workflows, how to create proxies, everything about proxies, and why you should do it or why you shouldn't. What is a proxy, you may ask? Well, kind sir, a proxy is just basically a filler file or just a downsized, squeezed file of your original file. Simple, right? No, I mean, basically it's just taking your 4K footage and basically downsampling it all the way till whatever percentage you want. So say you have a 4K video file and then you create a proxy, a 50% video sample of that, it'll be a 1080 file. And to do this in Final Cut Pro, I will show you. Every time you open up your library, there's this little Dropbox arrow. You press that Dropbox, or you don't press, it's not an iPad. That'd be, okay. So you click on the little drop down arrow, and then wherever you want to import your media. So for example, I'm going to get this file from my desktop. It's one of those screen shares or whatever I've had. And then whether you want to copy that file into that library or just leave it where it is, depending on how you have your overall storage system workflow set up, it's dependent on you. But at the bottom, you'll see transcode. And you could create an optimized media, which I used to do, but now I realize that's a lot of time, and I don't got that much time. I try to work as fast and efficient as possible. But underneath that, you'll see create proxy media. I like to create ProRes proxies at a 25% sample rate or frame size. So the overall benefits of working with proxies, again, is it's not as taxing on your computer, and you won't have skipping frames, or you won't have to wait for it to render out nearly as much. And this is actually a workflow I had to implement just because of the Sony a7S III. Before, when I was working with the Sony a7 III footage, I didn't have to do this. I never had to make proxies. I didn't even have to make optimized media. So when do I actually use my proxies? So I'll show you how to toggle between proxies and no proxies. So when you go to this tab or this window, you click view, it'll have media playback set to either, it will probably already be set to optimize / original, but then you could have it to proxy only. And you can see when the proxy is not fully made, it will show missing proxy until after that clip or all those clips that you wanted to transcode have finished transcoding. But again, for whenever I create my proxies, I do that only up until it goes to the color grading / mastering part, because working with non-proxies or the original file, when you're trying to make your overall edits and it always jumping and having to transcode and having to render out, it's a bit of a headache. So I definitely just put proxies on whenever I'm just making my little skeleton edit or my rough cut. I call it skeleton edit, and you'll probably hear me say that a lot, but basically just a rough cut. That way I'm not having to wait for things to render out or load, or it's lagging, or I have to wait for the little pin scroll to finish going. And I basically keep it in proxies all the way until I want to do like final walkthroughs throughout the film or throughout the edit, just so I could make sure it's running smoothly and like I'm not having jumping frames or skipping frames and stuff like that. But usually around near the end is when I switch it from non-proxy or from proxy to original media. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions or you want to send me any feedback, or you have any other knowledge about proxies that I missed or you want to share, be sure to drop it down below. Like the video if you like it, share if you're into that, consider subscribing if you're not already, and hit that bell notification to stay up to date when I post new videos. And as always, follow me on all them social medias at Aaron Datu Films, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. How's it going, everyone? I'm Aaron Datu, and welcome to another episode of Wedding Walkthrough Wednesday, where I'll be showing you how I go through my stuff in Final Cut Pro, and I'm bad at this.